Happy morning to you, my dear students. How are you all? Are you all smiling? Yes? Come on, all of you smile. Have a wide, cheerful smile on your face. Yes, that should be your spirit. And today we are going to learn more. Okay? More about what? Every day we are learning so much and we are giving food for our brain to grow. What about our body? Yes, we are taking good care of our health so that our body grows and remains healthy and fit. Students, it is also equally important that we nourish our soul. Yes, and for that what do we need? We need good values. And that's why Miss comes up with new value education topic. Let's see what value we are going to learn today. So, children, what's the topic for today? I have come up with a very interesting story. You all must be knowing the story of monkey and the crocodile. You know it? Yes. But today, you are going to have a very different experience. You know why? Because today as you learn this story, see the story of monkey and the crocodile, you also are going to learn what is wisdom. Okay? So, let's have a look at the story of monkey and the crocodile. So here, student, we are going to watch a small video about monkey and the crocodile. Monkey and the crocodile. So here's the video of monkey and
Chapter 2, Monkey and the Crocodile. Once there was a big jammun tree on the bank of a river. The tree was home for many monkeys. Monkeys were very fond of sweet, ripe and delicious jamun of the tree. Among those monkeys was a monkey named.
So here you have this big jamun tree by the side of the river. Okay? And it was a home for many monkeys. And one naughty monkey that lived on that tree. Let's see what he used to do every day.
Pintu. He was very naughty. One day, Pintu was swinging on the tree and singing a song. He saw a crocodile in the water. The crocodile said to the monkey, "You sing so well. Your voice is sweet and melodious." Pintu was so pleased to hear this. He said, "I have a sweet voice because I eat the sweet fruit."
Okay, so who met Pintu on one day? A crocodile. And what did the crocodile ask Pintu? He first gave him a compliment that you sing so well, your voice is so melodious. And Pintu was very happy with the compliment. And what he said? My voice is melodious because I eat the fruit, the sweet, delicious fruit of this tree. So let's see then what the crocodile said.
Of the tree. Would you like to take some? He threw some jamun towards the crocodile, which he tasted. What?
So he was very good, well-mannered. What did he do? He asked him, would you like to have some? And he offered him some jamuns. Okay? And then what happened?
What a delightful fruit it is. You are so good. Thank you so much for giving me these tasty.
So, after enjoying those delicious fruit, he said, the crocodile said, thank you. That's how you have to behave, children, when someone offers you something.
Fruit. Next day, the crocodile came again and Pintu gave him fruits to eat. Soon the crocodile made this his routine to go there and eat the jamun. Sometimes Pintu gave him some fruits for his wife too. Crocodile's wife ate those fruits and said to the crocodile, "These fruits are so delicious."
So, every day the crocodile used to come. It has become a routine. And every day, Pintu used to give him those delicious jamuns. And the friendship began between these two animals. Then what happened? He also started sending fruits for the crocodile's wife. Let's see what happened once the fruit was sent for the crocodile's wife.
The monkey eats these fruits daily, so his flesh must be very tasty, especially his heart. Now I want to eat that monkey's heart. If you want to see me happy, then
Yes, here the crocodile's wife, she was very bad. Why? Because instead of being thankful for what Pintu had sent for her, she started thinking that if these fruits are so delicious, what about that monkey who is having this delicious fruit every day? His flesh would be so tasty and his heart even more tastier. And so now she was feeling greedy and she asked her husband crocodile to get that monkey for her, especially the heart of that monkey. Isn't it very sad? You should not be greedy. Let's see what happens because of her greed.
bring the heart of the monkey for me. Next morning, Crocodile came and said, Dear friend, my wife is so happy to receive your gift of fruit, and she has invited you to our home for lunch. Monkey said, But how can I go there? I cannot swim. Crocodile answered, Don't worry, I will carry you on my back. The crocodile carried him on his.
So he gave him an invitation that please do come to my house. But how can a monkey cross the river? There is a solution for it. The crocodile suggested, I will carry you on my back. And they set on the journey to go and meet the crocodile's wife.
His back. And when they reached in the middle of the river, the wicked crocodile tried to drown the monkey in the river.
So what was the crocodile doing? In the middle of this river, when he reached the middle, he started drowning the monkey. You can imagine what would be the monkey's reaction. He might have felt so scared because he does not know to swim. And now, if he gets drowned, he will be killed. Now, here students, you also come across a situation where you are afraid, you are in a problem. What you have to do? Get scared? You should start crying? No. Look at what the monkey did. He used his knowledge, he remained calm, and let's see how the monkey handled the situation. The way he handles, that is wisdom. So let's see his wisdom.
The monkey became scared and said, Are you trying to kill me? Yes, I want to kill you. The crocodile said rudely. He was totally a changed creature now. But why? The terrified monkey asked. I want to kill you because I want your heart for my wife as she wants to eat it.
So the crocodile told him, I want to kill you because I want your heart. My wife wants your heart to eat. Did the monkey feel scared? Did he jump into the water? No. You have to remain calm in time of trouble and think. If he would have jumped into the water, he would have died otherwise also. Okay? So he did not do that.
Though the monkey was scared, but he did not lose courage. I must do something to save my life, he thought. He said to the crocodile, You don't need to kill me for that. We monkeys can keep our heart outside our body.
So he was very clever. He used his knowledge. He said, You don't have to kill me to take my heart. We monkeys, we keep our heart, we can keep our heart outside our body. And my heart, I have kept it in my tree house. So all you have to do is take me back to my house, take me back to the tree house, and I will give you my heart. It would be my pleasure. I would be happy because you are my friend. It would be my pleasure to give you my heart. That is wisdom. Okay?
You were so pleased to.
Okay. So now he has convinced the crocodile to take him back home. Let's see what
On
happens.
my tree house. You take me there and I will give my heart to you. It will be my pleasure. After all, you are my friend. As soon as they reached near the river bank, the monkey jumped from the crocodile's back and at once climbed up the tree. He said, You liar, you have deceived me. I will tell you the truth. I have not kept my heart outside. How can anyone live without his heart? Now you have deceived me.
अभी वापस start करो. Okay, so the monkey, as soon as the crocodile reached the riverside, the monkey jumped and climbed up the tree. He has used his wisdom to save himself from that crocodile who was about to kill him. So children, wisdom is knowing to use your knowledge in times of difficulties and trouble. Okay, so now let's go through our plan of action. So students, you have already learned what is wisdom. So remember, presence of mind and bravery are greater than physical strength. The crocodile was physically very strong. The monkey was not so strong as crocodile. But his presence of mind, his wisdom, he was wise enough to know that he should not jump into the water. He should trick him to get him back to the riverside. So your presence of mind is greater than your physical strength. And a person who knows when and how to apply his mind can beat the mightiest people. So always remember to use your wisdom in any times of trouble. And students, one should never panic in the times of distress. Did the monkey, the baby monkey cry? No, never panic. Whenever you are in trouble, speak out. Take for help. Take someone's help. Never panic. Always keep calm. See how this girl is calm. You get angry sometimes, yes? You feel like crying. No, you will not do it. Close your eyes, calm yourself, pray to God, talk to yourself. Calm and use your mind to ward off danger. So this is your plan of action. And from this you will select one and write it in your commitment. So here's a worksheet. Very simple. You have to put tick mark in the box for the statement that is true. Okay, so let's read. I fooled my friend and eat her ice cream. Is it wisdom to eat someone's ice cream by making fool of him? No. So you will put a cross. I always believe in being truthful and fair. You should be truthful. Yes. I never hurt people. Is that wisdom? Yes. You should not hurt others. That is what knowledge teaches us. I always find out ways of fooling others. You try to make fool of others? No. That is not wisdom. So put a cross. I enjoy making fun of others. You make fun of others. Is it wisdom? No. And then this commitment. Once you know what is wise thing to do, you will make a commitment. Here the teacher and the students are sitting and writing down their commitment. You will also write your commitment. Maybe like if you are telling lies, make a commitment. I will not tell lies. Or I will not make fun of others. So that will be your commitment. So students, I hope you will use your wisdom always and be very intelligent. Happy learning. God bless you all.